Ryan Steinekert with Cindy Stuart, head coach of the Rich Rebel volleyball team. Coach, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
How'd you feel about last week? We talked a little bit about Cokeville, but now with a few days to let that settle in, how'd you feel about the way the girls played at Cokeville?
Well, after I looked at the stats, we had 157 digs, but the key factor that got us beat there was 17 missed serves.
What about Westside? You guys, you dominated that first set, especially the second half of the first set. Then they came back, and the rest of the match was close.
Yeah. I don't know. We never know what we're going to get with Westside, and it's unfortunate, but girls play up or they play down to who the competition is. And by beating them so bad the first game, I think they kind of let up. And then obviously Westside just barely got warmed up. So then it was a pretty good match the next 3 games.
That's funny because when you played at their place last year, that first set you played down and then you lost and then had to wake up and come back from behind.
Yeah, same thing out there. Their underclassmen were so poor last year. They did pretty good this year. Their underclassmen were very competitive with ours, and so it was a little bit better. But I think we were still kind of licking our wounds from Cokeville and weren't mentally prepared. And I didn't think we played well at all against Westside in any area, but we did win. We got to win. So.
Are you looking around at the rest of the state and like Panguitch is doing well? They're we know just based on what they had last year, they'll be good again this year, but other teams that are doing well?
I think Monticello and Panguitch are always going to be good. Milford was pretty good last year and had some young kids coming back. We'll see a bunch of them at Richville Tournament. We'll see Wayne. We'll see Paiute, Panguitch, and Monticello doesn't go to that one, though. But you can watch their stats and stuff. They'll both be very good. Panguitch and Monticello are obviously the two that's competitive. We have ICS in our league now, and Tabiona I think beat St. Joe the other night, and we beat Tabiona at their place pretty easy. So St. Joe's up and down. It just depends on the year they have girls, so you never can tell. It's not like a program where they're every year pretty good. So yeah, we're probably shooting for Panguitch or Monticello.
ICS has won a lot of matches the last few years, but then they haven't done real well at state.
No, their region is so poor. And then they come in there like these great records, 11-0, and then they play some competition. And so ICS has got to be glad they're in our region. So we'll see them back-to-back weekends, I think. So
you mentioned Tabiona, and you played at their place a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and I really had no trouble. I thought it would be a closer match.
Me too, and I think she was real disappointed. Their team could not receive serve. They struggled with our serve. And, again, our girls have bought into and have to maintain that focus that our serve has to be our first attack.
Do you expect more of the same? Do you think they'll have improved or maybe gained some confidence in that? Because their coach told me that serve receive was one of the things they've been better at this year. Yeah,
maybe they really did just have an off night, So we'll see. We gotta play like they're going to come to get us because they're a region match. So and it is our first game. It is the only game this week, so maybe we'll be a little more prepared too. But I hope we can get mentally up for them, and we can. I wish they could give us a pretty good match, but we'll see.
Having just one match this week, is that an advantage? Is it a disadvantage? Is it just, that's the schedule, so it's fine?
Just the schedule, and we can't do much about it, but these next 2 weeks, we only have one game each, and that's okay. We get 4 days of practice. Last week we only got 3 days of practice, so I'm all about practicing. And then it really gets tough. It's Richfield, and then I think it's ICS again, and then it's North and South Summit and State. So this may be 2 down week games, but that's okay. We can just practice.
Anything else we should touch on, Coach?
No, thank you, but thanks for covering us.
Thank you so much. Cindy Stewart of the Rich Rebels, thanks for your time and good luck this week.
Yeah, thank you.